Yes, and as the conference is drawing near, some of you might start thinking about next year, what papers to write, how to persuade your boss. So let's hear from our host next year.
Okay, so please welcome Ms. Lenore Desentexio, the President of the Center of Educational Measurement, Philippines.
It's me again. Sawadika. Let me get the right inflection. I should take a deep breath before I say this next line. Chan wangwa kun kong mi kwam sok nai prated tainaka. Did I get it right? Translated, good morning. I hope you enjoyed your stay in Thailand. After all the thought-provoking speeches, lectures, and paper presentations we gave our attention to these past 4 days, I thought I'd keep my remarks short, perhaps not any longer than the shortest abstract printed in the conference program. My task is twofold. One is to bid goodbye to Bangkok and wish you all a safe journey home, and to entice you to come to Manila for the next IAEA conference. To Prachan and his IPST team, on behalf of the Executive Committee and the IAEA membership, thank you for the experience of another great IAEA conference. Again, let us give a round of applause for the members of the organizing committee, the hosts, on cue, wait, the hosts, the sponsors, guest speakers, lecturers, paper presenters, participants, and for all the other guests who came to Bangkok to be part of this important event. Now, and as part of IAEA, wherever we are, whenever we meet, let us carry on our founders' vision when they established IAEA 35 years ago, to build a global educational assessment community that will pursue and support IAEA's mission to advance through professional interchange the science and practice of assessment by organizations around the world. Thank you. I will now proceed to my next task. But before I do that, may I introduce the members of the Philippine team, the Philippine IAEA team. Dr. Reynaldo Bautista, Chair of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Grace Dalisay and Father Roderick Salazar, members of the Board of Trustees. Ludi Franco, Tessie Huntilla, Cecil Gatchalian, Army Lantano, and Annalyn Kapalihan, officers and staff of the Center for Educational Measurement. The theme of IAEA 2011 in Manila, conference in Manila, is Assessment and the Challenge of Globalization. In our diverse world, as Chomsky points out, globalization and the massive migration of human capital are profound forces of social change. These forces have had unprecedented impact on the educational systems of source and receiving cultures across the world. As never before, assessment plays a vital role in transforming a nation's educational philosophy, policy, practice, and technology that would integrate locally based knowledge and skills with the demands of the global workplace. Let us meet again in Manila, where we can have conversation and share reflections on globalization and educational reform, the impact of cross-cultural variations on local or global standards, the ethics of assessment in diverse settings, and perhaps discuss more thoroughly where international comparisons are leading us. The conference will be held at the EDSA Shangri-La Hotel from October 23 to 28, 2011. Details about the conference will be posted on the website by the end of September 2010. We have prepared for you a video presentation for your appreciation. Thank you very much.
Over 7,000 islands spread on the edge of the Pacific. Centuries of trading with China, India, Arabia, Europe, and the Americas have molded an intriguing people. A fascinating mix of races, faces, customs, and beliefs. The influence of almost 400 years of Spanish rule that began in the 16th century can be seen in architecture, the arts, language, and most importantly, religion. Today, lying at the crossroads of Southeast Asia, with access to some of the major capitals of the world, the Philippines has become one of the world's favorite business and tourist destinations. This has made the country a hub for global manufacturers and a host of international businesses. Add to that, the country's beauty is alluring. Amidst one of the busiest thoroughfares in the old capital city of Manila stands the oldest university in Asia, the University of Santo Tomas, which was built in 1611 by Spanish Dominican friars. Ateneo de Manila University, a Jesuit school founded in 1858 that recently celebrated its 150th anniversary, is located in Quezon City. Nearby is the country's premier state university, the University of the Philippines, built in 1908 during the American regime. The International Association for Educational Assessment, or IAEA, comes to Manila in 2011 for its 37th annual conference. Hosted by the Center for Educational Measurement Incorporated, a leading educational testing and research organization in the Philippines established in 1978. The Center for Educational Measurement led the movement to develop local standardized tests to measure achievements of Filipino students. With a vision of spreading knowledge on the use of measurement and research to improve education, CEM continues to work towards providing schools with assessment and instructional tools and programs that can help support a school's reform agenda. The theme for the IAEA 2011 conference will be Assessment and the Challenge of Globalization. The IAEA conference will be held from October 23 to 28, 2011 at the EDSA Shangri-La Hotel, an oasis right in the heart of Metro Manila's business and leisure hub. The hotel's facilities delight and pamper, with amazing food and dining choices, and amenities for relaxation and rejuvenation. The EDSA Shangri-La is conveniently close to Manila's finest malls and leisure spots and a mere 15-minute walk to the Metro Railway Transit that can take you practically anywhere else in the spirited metropolis. The Philippines has a wealth of pleasures and excitements to offer her guests and her people. Come 2011, may we have the honor and the pleasure of your presence in this wonderful country called the Philippines. Mabuhay!
So put the October 23rd to 28th of 2011 on your calendar. And next, may I invite Professor Ojirinde, the President of IAEA Executive Committee, on the stage to present the souvenir to the organizing committee. And may I ask Dr. Prishandet Si, the organizing committee, to come up the stage, please.
And lastly, may I invite Dr. Prishandet Desi, Chair of Organizing Committee, to give an ending note.
สวัสดีครับ Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this last minute of the 36th IAEA Annual Conference, the year 2010 in Bangkok, Thailand, I myself, on behalf of the organizing committee from IPST, would like to express our gratitude toward the co-hosts of the conference, namely the Faculty of Education, Chulalongkorn University, and also from Srinakarin University, the Office of National Education Standard and Quality Assessment, the National Institutes of Education Testing Service. I would also like to mention the support and kind collaboration from the Office of Education Council, the Office of Basic Education Commission, and also the Office of the Higher Education Commission, Ministry of Education. Much appreciation also goes to our generous sponsor, RM Assessment, DRS Data Service Limited, Pearson, Cambridge Assessment, and Stephen Austin. And also, not to be forgotten, is the fiscal allocation from the biggest sponsor, the Royal Thai Government. Most importantly, on behalf of the organizing committee, I thank you all conference participants from near and far for coming over. I hope the content, the essence and the spirit of the conference this year to a certain extent meet your expectations. After five days, I'm sorry, I try to think about 5 years, but too long. After 5 days, our overseas participants will probably know more or less how it feels to be in Bangkok, a city of variety, diversity, and multiplicity. Now that you know what it's like, we hope you will keep coming back again and again and again and again and again and again. Lastly, as a chair of the organizing committee, I am responsible for any inconvenience, incompetence, or any other glitches that may make you feel uncomfortable. Please accept my apology, please. At this point, I would like to take the opportunities to recognize the spirits behind all this. I thank all members of the organizing committee and IPSC personnel who contribute to make this event possible. ขอบคุณ for IPSC staff. Please give a big hand. Okay. Thank you. There are people I want to mention specially. First of all, our excellent registration team headed by Mrs. Thanarat Jirarun, who cannot come to be here today, but I think she has a representative here. I would so like to thank our efficient financial committee headed by Mrs. Jurikor Lappalat, who faced the complicated issue with RICO. Also, many thanks to the audio-visual team headed by Mr. Dusit Sangruamchai, who assists with the organization of this conference from very beginning. I also thank our beloved for International Relations Officer, Mrs. Shantana Kurhasit, and her team for all their hard working. Last but not least, I would like to thank the Secretariat team, Dr. Supatra Phati Visan, and her assistant, Miss Thanyakarยืนตระกูลชัย and also Miss Satiya Langkapin. If you see, for Satya, it's almost different from the other people because she said she won this one. Okay. Right now, we come to the end of the IAEA 36 annual conference. This is see you in the Philippines, Manila next year. Thank you and goodbye. Bye-bye.